Hello, it's Tyson here coming at you. I got in there putting together another video. I've been running across some really interesting things. I'm heading back to the coast tomorrow because I'm going back to those arteries and veins and some of those valves of some things I want to check out. But one of the things I want to show you that I've really been interested in lately, if you go up to Thunderbolts Project, you'll see the standard theory of moon's origins shattered. Okay, and you can read how they thought the moon was formed by Theia hitting the Earth and knocking off a chunk, and that's our moon. They have to rethink it all because it's not working out right. Let's just put it that way, okay? That's just one of many. Hold on here, I'll show you something. Okay, I'm having a lot of issues with a lot of things in science right now because they're rethinking things, having to redo things because things just aren't working out. If you read this right here, the reason that the problems for the lunar impact information model, there's a problem with it. It's not working out because they're finding the carbon, too much carbon emissions. It's biological. That's what I'm stating. I'm going to show you something else here. Okay, these colorful asteroids near Neptune reveal a solar system conundrum. This is going on everywhere. I mean, things just aren't working out and coming into play the way they want them. And so they're having to rethink lots of things. I'm going to show you one more thing I ran into, and then I'm going to get to what I'm going to be going to tomorrow. Okay, this new study complicates theory that ancient impact pierced moon's crust. Things aren't the way, they're not working out the way that they thought they would for them. Okay, this is an imaging of the moon. I'm saying the moon is a tendon ball or something. You see this? And let me show you something else. They're not finding what they want to find. We are not seeing the mantle materials at the landing site as expected. Now this is coming from the Chinese, and I notice it's coming from Wuhan. I hope they didn't put COVID-19 up there. I'm just joking. That's a joke. The new study complicates theories about how the largest crater on the moon formed. The new study complicates the certainty of the earlier findings and points towards a need for continued research on the far side of the lunar surface. I love this stuff, man. I'm saying it's biological. But they are bringing up Immanuel Velikovsky and his world collision, which I've brought up before too. Roger Spur brings it up all the time, and Geology wants to run from it. And they're bringing up more Velikovsky here. You guys need to go up and see the standard theory of moon's origin shattered. This is on the Thunderbolts Project. Okay, but this is one I really want to get to. NASA's InSight lander reveals surprising inner secrets of an active Mars. They're finding that I just put a video up what I think is going on with tectonic plates and stuff, and according to geology or volcanology, these plates move, and that's what causes our earthquakes. Well, they're coming to find out they don't believe that's true, and they're putting into question because they preach this stuff on Earth here like it's the gospel of Jesus Christ, that this stuff is etched in stone, and this is the way it is, and we got it all figured out. This proves their theories wrong because there's no plates on Mars. They're finding seismic activity, earthquakes going off because they have monitors up there. And what's going on is, since there's no plates, what's causing the earthquakes? Well, they're saying basically the bottom line is it's electrical discharges going off inside the planet, which they believe that's what's happening on our planet also, possibly, and not the tectonic plates moving like geology wants to preach it so bad. So, very interesting and revealing stuff going on. This is this is the Thunderbolts Project. Mars quakes jolt planetary science. Because they've got earthquakes going on in Mars and they don't have tectonic plates, so it totally kind of goes against the theory of our plates here causing earthquakes. So got a big conundrum going on here. Okay, look at this. Mysterious is the origin of these extraterrestrial trembles. While earthbound quakes arise when our planet's tectonic plates grind up against one another, Mars lacks the same internal architecture, leaving the researchers puzzled about the source of its quakes. Why is it having quakes with no plates? We have quakes, and they say the plates cause them. They're thinking there's electrical discharges going off inside the planet. The ions build up and release or whatever. Can the Earth have stored energy? I didn't read all of it, but it's just very, very intriguing to me that they don't have things figured out like they think they do. Okay, now tomorrow I'm going back to the coast and look at these arterial openings or vein, whatever they might be. This is one of the entrances I'm going to check out. You see this seam going up here? A lot of these have this seam, a partial seam. I'll show you another one here in a minute. And somehow biologically, this has something to do with the formation of it when it's created. And I'm not sure. Well, I'm trying to find what this is inside of anatomy. Okay, there's a closer view of it. I got one of a person standing in the hole. They're massive, and they all have this, to a certain degree, this seam right here that I've noticed. Might be like a single one or a double one, but that's what I'm going back to look at tomorrow, and I'm showing you something else here. I found some other entrances I'm going to go to. Okay, here's another one. The partial seams right here, it's probably broken away and you can't really see all of it. There's a little bit right here of it, but I'm going to go tomorrow and bring you this entrance also right here, and because the way it's sealed off and everything. What I think I might have going on here with a lot of these valves and stuff is on the arterial side, as it starts getting away from the heart further and further, the farther it gets away from the heart and loses oxygen, eventually it turns into capillaries, and those capillaries start turning into veins. So on the arterial side, you're dealing with pressure, and on the vein side, after the arteries start turning into veins, they start, or into capillaries, then they'll start turning into veins, so then they start dealing with volume, moving massive volume on the vein side. And so that's when you start getting into the valves. So I might have a transition going on for going from the arterial to the vein, which would actually be the capillary part, the capillaries. Okay, this is what I'm going back for tomorrow. One of the things, I'm going to measure this and get pictures of it, and maybe get some samples. But this is a valve, I believe, a valve, and it would be, I think I'm in possibly in a place that's where it's transitioning the capillaries to the vein side. I'm not positive, but I absolutely know this is not volcanic. But I'll show you something else here. Okay, here I've got another shot of that. You see this seam right here? That seam's here too, but it's eroded off right here. But I got that seam right here too, like I've gotten some other ones. But here's that valve in here that I'll be going to tomorrow and doing some video. And I've also found some other caves I'm hoping to go to tomorrow if I don't get trapped there. I'll show you that real quick. Okay, in one of my few videos back, I showed you a vein valve. And this has a seam. A lot of people comment, well, there's water running down there. Yeah, there is water. This is where the station, or the caretaker's house, sits on this plateau up here, but the water runs down here, yes. But there's that seams right here too, like I showed you in them other ones. It's got that seam right here also. Okay, so tomorrow I'm headed down, and not only am I going in these caves and to show you some valves, but I found some more over here. It's going to be a minus tide, and I'm hoping I can get in here tomorrow, and I'll be able to bring you some stuff over in here in these caves. I tried to get to the other day, but I'll show you some footage. So the water was too high. So over in here I'm going to try to get to tomorrow. I know some more in here, those caves, and I want to get in there and see what we got going on. Okay, I tried to get to the other day when I did a video, but the water was pretty deep in my boots. But there's caves over in here, up around here, and it's a minus tide. Hopefully I'll be able to get out there tomorrow, and I can get around the corner there. And get around the corner, because if I don't want to get trapped in there, because the tide comes in, I'll have to hike up over the mountain, and that's not good. So anyway, I want to try to get out there tomorrow and bring some of this stuff to you guys. And so I'll try to cross down here lower tomorrow. Maybe it's wider down here, so I can probably maybe get across right in here. But I want to get around this corner over there and bring you guys some of that stuff. I want to get in there and see it myself. So that's my plan for tomorrow. Those caves and back around over there and not drown. Alright. I just want to say thanks to everybody for the support for Roger Spur. I see he's back up and going. Praise the Lord. So I'm going to bug out of here and head to the coast tomorrow and do a video. Alright. God bless. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.